I think when it comes to environmental sanitation issues, all of them lead to health, the third SDG. What we've done so far has been focusing on recovery, recycling, and then reuse. The reuse part needs government support in the sense that there should be some kind of policy made on for households to reuse in terms of the plastics, the organics that are generated. But from our operations, what we've done is that because we haven't only been collecting from households and industry, we have facilities that actually go into changing the state of the waste. We segregate and then of course we recycle. And some of our recycled products end up being bins which are reused at the households level. Now the challenge has been that, first of all, it's not easy. It's not easy in terms of investments in taking care of some of these very necessary aspects. But we believe that so far our activities have led to the climate change condition in Ghana. If not anything, how people throw about things in the environment, even work to do relationship in terms of even how people dump things in the sea. An example is what we gave earlier about SSGL, one of our subsidiaries, that manages to change fecal matter into sludge. And sludge, I want to connect the use of sludge in our system. Most households in Ghana use the charcoal. If we are successful at making sludge usage at the household level mandatory, for instance, we will not need to be cutting down trees. And tree cutting in Ghana or in the world is connected directly to climate change. So we have done a lot of innovative things and it's progressive. And one of the things I mentioned earlier is recently the introduction of the Jospon Research Fund, which is tailored towards all innovations and research tailored for our kind of area, the environment, health and sanitation space. So that's what we've done so far.
It has become necessary, but before I start, let me congratulate all private waste management companies in our country, particularly Zoomlion, the leading private waste management company in our system. Whilst thanking them, I still believe that there are a lot to be done. Our cities are not clean as we want them to be. So authority, particularly with the EPA, we are ready. We've opened our doors for private enterprises to come around so that we sit down and do more collaboration in the areas of ensuring that what they do are fully backed by enforcement and compliance orders, and then applying of sanctions to those who want to thwart their effort, who would not want to obey the rules and the regulations and want to act outside that. So in one of our collaborations that we seek to have with the private sector in terms of waste collection and management, we want to see the point source, where the waste are being collected, particularly electrical and electronic waste, where they are being collected, where the quantum, the quantity, the tonnage that are being collected, and then where they are being transported to the off-taker facility that will have them use them as raw materials for their recycling plants. That will help us as a nation to have data on how much we are collecting and all that. I'm not saying there is no data around, but we want to ensure and monitor. EPA has to monitor all these things. I'm happy Zoomlion has made the indication, the intention to collaborate this time fully with EPA in areas of wastewater management in our industrial enclave, where we can have resource recovery as well as clean water for reuse at the industrial levels. So these are many things that we're putting in place. So after COP, getting back home, you've got to sit down with our private partners to be able to deliver the services. This has been a very successful encounter. I'm happy with Zoomlion presentation. The call for collaboration must be enforced, and forging partnership in this direction must be. It was quite refreshing when we saw the RCC, that's the the Regional Coordinating Council, Greater Accra, with the regional minister in the forefront, collaborating effectively with Zoom Lion for provision of these dump trucks and all other implements and logistics to help the district assemblies to also do their part of the 20% of the business. So it's quite okay. There's a lot to be done. We need to change our attitudes. We need to do things more professionally, and then we need to up our services. And as long as we are not ready to pay more, full cost recovery for our waste management, we must change our attitude.
Undertaking different things, focus on different aspects, like the organics and the sludge, and even waste water. We realize that the research component is missing. What has happened earlier this year, is that we've tried to collaborate with all the public sector institutions to conduct research, and 5 million Ghana cedis was slated for this. Actually, I think the next coming weeks we are going to disperse them. And what we did with the universities was that we gave them thematic areas where they will focus on related to our business, because we can't be recovering, we can't be recycling, and also focus too much on the research. And we realized that some of them, even KNUST, for instance, has over 70 years experience, and it would be good for us to partner with them. Apart from that, there are certain areas that we are investing in, like waste to energy, and some experts are here who are part of that. Later on, I think they'll share their insights. But research generally is a missing link, and we admit that, but steps have been taken to address it.